and you see now that you've been wrongly arrested, you're going to be released today. Mistakes have been made, and I don't know, I guess the arresting officer, I don't understand why they wouldn't do just a little bit deeper dive is.
Well, when they're on the field and it's.
Hey, Judge. We're approaching on a fugitive case, Mr. Francisco Martinez.
Okay. Got it.
We have the interpreter here, Ms. Celeste. This is one where I think they arrested the wrong guy, so he's going to be released. The only issue is this might pop up in the future, so I don't know if where he gets the
Not me letter. He has to go to the demanding jurisdiction, that's the judge, or it could be the prosecutor assigned to the case saying that this is my face attached to this government name. I have a different FBI number, whatever they want to pick. I don't care. But, you know, because it's the same date of birth, so that's going to be irrelevant for the not me letter.
How do you know? Did you do?
Tattoos and FBI number and mugshots.
Okay.
It's a common name and I
Yes,
guess
it's a very common name.
I guess common-ish date of birth.
Ish? Or the same date?
But no, it's same date of birth. It's just we had one happen last week, so 2 in 2 weeks is kind of unusual.
Yeah, I would say so. So you're definitely going to file a nollie now?
I already filed the dismissal.
Okay. So where is it that he goes? I don't remember.
where is it that he goes?
To get that letter?
Jurisdiction.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
But
think.
where? I don't even remember.
Illinois. Wait, sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's where he's from. It's-
That's where he had to get it from.
So he's gonna have to go up there.
Right.
Where though? Is it at, is
Will
it,
County?
no, is it at a sheriff's office or?
No, it's gonna have to be by the court or the prosecutor, because they're the ones attached to the case that they're going for, because ultimately it's the warrant. And if the warrant's recalled, it makes it all irrelevant, but
Morning, Mr. Martinez. You have a very common name and there are a gajillion Francisco Martinez's out there. There's an unfortunately, there is someone wanted in that jurisdiction that has your name. And you see now that you've been wrongly arrested, you're going to be released today. The fear is that this continues to happen. So well, I don't know, there are methods out there. And Mr. Kim, you say there's a letter that he can get.
yes.
What we're going to do is I cannot give you legal advice, but I'm going to have your lawyer that we've appointed to represent you tell you how you can take care of this so that it doesn't happen again. So we're going to process you out. You should be out within hopefully the next 4 to 6 hours. Ricardo will tell you how to go about getting a letter so that this doesn't happen again. Do you have any questions? Did you want to add anything, Ricardo?
What's there to say, Judge? It's just a bad situation. This man,
Este señor fue arrestado preso y no es mío.
not a good situation.
Yeah, I mean, mistakes have been made. And I don't know, I guess the arresting officer, I don't understand why they wouldn't do just a little bit deeper dive is.
Well, when they're on the field and it's obviously an arrest in the evening, is us being one of the few agencies that's truly 24/7, is that they can only confirm by teletype for whatever the fugitive division is. And so with it's most commonly name and date of birth, and statistically that should narrow it down, but it's just,
I mean,
because you can't take, or you can't
they
send.
have mobile apices?
For that when they get processed in, but that only brings them in for, again, the same name and date of birth, but you can't trade mugshots with the demanding jurisdiction. Because the teletypes can't support images. And so ultimately, it's only what the text is, and that text is the name and date of birth. So,
And on that sense, Judge, would his fingerprint goes with.
That's what and that's why I was, they've got these mobile apices that,
The mobile thing where they could just test him and see if it's his prints or not.
sure, but the majority of warrants, the way they're sent by teletype, again, a thumbprint can't be imaged in a teletype.
I got you.
So even if, so yes, there is a thumbprint, but there's no way to.
the thumbprint should be able to verify who this person is, whether they have the correct date of birth,
But
mug shots.
But that only corresponds to the warrant for the demanding jurisdiction if they have something to match it against. So that's the issue is, yes, it can pull it up on our side, but it's the same way even for our parole violations is they can't check on scene, especially at 1 a.m. That's why we're the second check, is that we're able to verify if there's a thumbprint, mugshot, et cetera.
You're going to be released here momentarily. I'll have Ricardo tell you how to take the next steps though, okay? All right, good luck, Mr. Martinez.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we still need to approach on a different one from Mr. Diaz, we'll approach soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call their main line since the sergeant's not getting back to me. Give me a second, I'll find it.
Mr. Francisco Cerda, he's the custody judge, and I wonder if I'm wrong about his case.
Is that C or an S?
It's the judge, the RDA. Oh, he's right here.
Good morning, Mr. Cerda. You are charged with engaging in organized criminal activity. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge. On January 21st, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. In the call notes from dispatch state, the reportee says an unknown party stole her neighbor's U-Haul trailer. Subjects were seen headed towards Pasadena Boulevard. The driver was a skinny, tall male, and the reportee lives on Buchanan Street and has camera footage of it happening. A witness stated he observed individuals taking the neighbor's U-Haul. The officers located the U-Haul and a felony stop was conducted. Defendant Hentoja was observed unloading items from the U-Haul, ran to the back of the residence, and prevented officers from arresting him. Defendants Lopez and Cerda remained in the U-Haul, and the complainant stated the value of the trailer was $1,800 and dirt on the trailer was $300.
I have so many questions.
Yes,
I
Judge.
don't even know where to start.
Judge, my concern, if you may, I want to just create some, I guess, some points of argument to the court's attention. The first one, my concern is that, I mean, the 911 caller mentioned unknown parties, and then the police officer later mentions them as suspects without any type of articulable facts, believe that they are the specific people, and they are the individuals that have taken this U-Haul. Now, as we know, probable cause requires more than a hunch, more than suspicion, it requires something else, more than that. And that seems that that's all that the things, at least under the four corners of the things, allege that my client was involved with this alleged act.
I mean, remember, like, so when they start an investigation, sometimes they just don't have everything and facts develop in time.
Right.
Here, we have a call that several people have stolen a U-Haul,
Yes, Judge.
and they've given a description of a tall, lanky person,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, Judge. And respectfully, we defer to the court because all it says in the DIMS is that the defendant Cerda remained in the U-Haul. There's no further information regarding Cerda.
Where was he in the U-Haul? Was he in the actual U-Haul? Was he in the truck that was driving the U-Haul? How was he engaged in this alleged criminality? Like,
And Your
what
Honor,
can you just, does mere presence impute criminality?
Judge, and that's exactly right. Texas law says that mere presence is not enough.
Dude,
to bring trouble.
I'm with you,
Oh, yes, sir.
but, so,
we're not arguing against that, Your Honor. And like I said, we defer to the court because we don't have that information. We'd have to await the OR and we don't have that at this time. So-
but I'm not gonna sit here and
Yes,
hold
Judge.
someone.
And that's why we defer to the court.
Let's look at what the statute says, because, you know. Seventy-one oh two.
No. Magistrate. There's no information that gives for this defendant at all. And we have no OR. So just discuss the refile.
You look at it?
Yes, correct.
A person commits an offense if with intent to establish, maintain, or participate in any combination or in the profits of a combination or as a member of a criminal street gang, the person commits or conspires to commit one or more of the following. One is murder, capital murder, arson, yada, yada, yada. Two, any gambling offense punishable by a class A misdemeanor. Promotion of prostitution. Number four, unlawful manufacture, transportation, firearms. Which one are you relying on?
Your Honor, as it's pled is that it's pled as theft as being the underlying basis of the engaging in criminal activity. And right now, Kelsey is looking at the case. We may very well dismiss this because of the insufficient evidence in the information in the DIMS, but right now, Chief is looking at it.
And Your Honor, if we could just maybe reset it for a week or so, we call the witness. and we have to decide.
He's in custody, and I can't, I mean, if he was on bond, that would be one thing, but he's in custody. I'm not gonna hold him just because, and the compounding it, Casey, is that he's got an ice hold, so I can't give him a PR bond,
I just need a little more time, Your Honor, to dismiss it right now.
Yeah, I'll find no PC because I just don't think it's there for now. And then if you find something later on, by all means, but all right, Mr. Sir, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward in your case. Just, Mr. Serta, be careful who you hang out with, Okay, all right, for sure.
Counsel.
Mr. England.